Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, December 17th. Well, a period of steady snow moved through the Philadelphia metro region early this morning. It began about 3 or 4 in the morning, continued till about 6 or 7. Since then, it's been a spotty snowfall, and occasional snow showers can be expected over the next several hours. We talked yesterday about a couple different systems heading our way. The first batch of steady snow has moved on by, but it's not necessarily the end of the story. There's still quite a bit of upper level energy. In fact, a second stronger wave exists in the upper part of the atmosphere over the Midwest, and that digs a little bit farther southward than the prior system, and it intensifies a little bit more than the prior system by the latter part of today and tonight. It's still kind of a tricky forecast. Certainly still some energy upstream, so we are not out of the woods yet here along the I-95 corridor in terms of snowfall for the remainder of today and tonight. Let's take a look at this current map that has both the radar, and here's that batch of snowfall moved off the East Coast early this morning, went through the Philadelphia metro region, again about 3 or 4 in the morning till about 6 or 7 in the morning, dumped about an inch or so on most spots, a couple of inches in the New York City metro region where it's still snowing rather steadily. Upstream in this region, there's still some scattered snow showers showing up. We are not going to clear out by any means. There's still some possibility of occasional snow showers right through the rest of today in the I-95 corridor region. Temperatures will go to or slightly above freezing. That too is an issue here. It's not out of the realm of possibility that some ice pellets or even some raindrops mix in with occasional snow showers as we progress through the day in the Philadelphia suburbs and up through New York City. Now, a couple areas of pressure falls are seen on this particular map I want to point out. One area right here, this dashed blue line, this circular area right here is an area where the pressure's been falling over the last couple hours. And there's a second area out here over about Chicago, the upper part of the Midwest. This is where that second batch of upper level energy is, and there's some indications that when this finally catches up to the coastal region here, there will be kind of an intensification of the system right along the East Coast, especially the Delmarva Peninsula, maybe even southeastern part of New Jersey. Later on this evening, could get some steadier precipitation, either in the form of rain or snow. Still some issues here, kind of a tricky forecast. Still a significant upper level piece of energy that has to come through the mid-Atlantic region before we can say we're in the clear. So certainly the threat continues up and down the I-95 corridor, at least from Philadelphia north and east, for occasional snow showers for the next several hours. In fact, pretty much right through the midnight hour, there will be the threat for occasional snow showers, Philadelphia north and east, and all the way down to the Delmarva Peninsula and even down to the D.C. metro region. Now, again, down in the D.C. metro region and the Delmarva Peninsula, they'll have to worry about the temperature, so it can be rain or snow shower activity. But there are some signs that by this evening will be kind of a steady batch of precipitation moving into at least the Delmarva Peninsula, so we'll have to monitor that over the next several hours. And here's a current radar loop from the Penn State EWAL site. A couple things to point out here. First of all, here's the batch of steady snow that moved through from northern Maryland across Philadelphia, now into New York City. Upstream, some scattered snow shower activity remains in central Pennsylvania, south central Pennsylvania, southwestern Pennsylvania. So again, can see an occasional snow shower in the Philly metro region, certainly, pretty much for the rest of today. Upstream here over Wisconsin and now about over the Chicago region, this snow band is where the next upper level feature is digging right now, and that will continue to drive to the south and east and reach the East Coast by later on this evening. And again, once that happens, it could intensify the Clipper system along the northeast coast and mid-Atlantic coast later on this evening. So we'll have to monitor this situation over the next several hours. Well, let's take a look at the current upper level pattern, because again it's quite complicated and there are still some energy impulses upstream here for the I-95 corridor. First of all, here's the first upper level trough right here that pushed that batch of snow through the Mid-Atlantic region earlier this morning, again up to an inch or so in the Philly metro region, a little bit more than that across New York City, where it continues to snow right now this morning. But here's a second, more significant upper level feature right in this region right now. It's causing that snow band right now over places like Chicago, and that dives to the south and east over the next 12 hours. In fact, let's jump ahead to the early evening forecast map for the 500 millibar level using last night's 0Z GFS model run. And here it is by tonight, a pretty healthy looking wave in the upper part of the atmosphere sitting right on top of the Mid-Atlantic region. And again, we'll have to watch to see that could very well intensify low pressure along the Mid-Atlantic coast, and there are signs that certainly the Delmarva Peninsula region, the southern part of New Jersey, there can be a period of steady precipitation, rain and or snow later on tonight as this more impressive second upper level energy impulse reaches the Mid-Atlantic coastline. Well, let's take a look at a couple of surface map forecasts from last night's 0Z GFS model run. This is for early this afternoon. Still putting out a little bit of precipitation, mainly in the form of snow, perhaps a mixture of rain or snow south of the Mason-Dixon line, maybe even a few ice pellets or raindrops north of the Mason-Dixon line. But for the most part, occasional snow showers possible for the next several hours in the southeastern part of Pennsylvania, up across New Jersey and into the New York City region. Let's now jump ahead to early tonight. Well, here's the forecast map from last night's 0Z GFS model run for early tonight. Low pressure intensifying off the Mid-Atlantic coast. Quite an impressive looking area of precipitation throughout New Jersey, New York City region, all the way down into the D.C. region as that second wave of upper level energy reaches the Mid-Atlantic coast. It really starts an intensification process for low pressure areas, so we'll have to watch for this. Again, there certainly can be occasional snow showers for the remainder of today and tonight, and especially this evening there can be a period of steadier precipitation, rain or snow down across parts of New Jersey, Delmarva Peninsula, maybe even southeastern Pennsylvania, back towards the District of Columbia, or at least on the eastern side of the district later on tonight. So we'll monitor this as we proceed through the day. Not quite out of the woods yet. By the way, longer term for the weekend, 60 degrees is quite likely in much of the I-95 corridor by the time Sunday afternoon rolls around. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.